Hey everyone, this is Gabe Stefan with Astro Talk. Of course, we're entering a new month. So, of course, I gotta do monthly horoscopes for all the rising signs and sun signs. So, I definitely want to get that out to everyone, especially it's very important that we start the month off right and you kind of get a theme of what's going on. So, this video is going to pertain to Aries Sun and Aries Rising signs, okay? So, first off, I want to start off with, for you Aries, career is going to be a big focus this month. And actually probably for the next 2 months, for sure. I mean, throughout the year, but for sure these next 2 months are very crucial. Especially since you have your career planet Saturn in your 10th house, so that's definitely going to be a main focus for you. Saturn's bringing lessons, but also if you've been focusing on that and going on the right direction and path with your career, obviously Saturn will help you reap the rewards that you deserve. So, and then plus you have Pluto there barreling through that house for quite some time. So of course you've been going through powerful transformations in your career as well, and for your public image and your outward image to the world. And then with Jupiter being there too, even though it's at fall, but I would say that make sure that with Jupiter being there, you're actually taking advantage of that energy as well, because it's a very good luck energy for your career. It's a very good luck energy for your knowledge and wisdom, since it's in that area now. So since it rules that in your horoscope. So career is a very big focus for you this month. That's going to be the main thing. But there's a couple things I do want to point out first. So your mind is definitely going to shift to, since Mercury will be entering Pisces in a couple days, February 3rd, your mind is definitely going to shift from being connected with friends in society to maybe sometimes taking some mental breaks, I would say, especially when Mercury does go retrograde February 16th in your 12th house. So definitely mental health will be not tested, but there will be some reviews of making sure you're taking mental breaks when you need the time, and also with Neptune being there, sometimes you do need to make sure you're getting the amount of rest that you do need. So your mind will definitely need that, especially going into the second half of the month. So I would definitely suggest that. Also, your love planet, Venus, will be coming out of your 12th house, and it will be moving to your first house on February 8th. Let me make sure I got the date right. Yes, I do. Got the date right. February 8th. So knowing that it will enter your first house, so it will be all about like loving yourself too this month, especially in the second half of the month. It will make some challenges to the planets that are in your career house. So that's why I'm stressing you to make sure you're on the right path with your career. Make sure this is something that makes you happy, because it will definitely test your happiness overall. It definitely will. Because with Venus being tested in that sector, it can affect your relationships too. So if you're in a career that is not making you happy, or you feel too suffocated in your career, or too constricted, or there's rules that are not allowing you to be yourself, it's going to take a toll on you personally. And not just that, it's going to show into your relationships eventually. So that's why I stress to you, Aries, Aries rising, Aries sun, that make sure your happiness comes first, and make sure that that career is making you happy. It's an added component of your happiness. If it's not, this can be a time where you need to. This could be a time where there needs to be some reevaluation and switch ups in that area, because you definitely want to think about that before Mars enters your 10th house. So then you'll have four energies in your 10th house, and that would be, it's going to be very intense, especially going to March. I'm just going to say that if you're not making those moves now to make sure that you're happy in your career, with your work, and then also even with any father figures too as well, because the 10th house does represent your father too as well. Make sure that relationship is good too as well, because it can be tested, especially once Mars enters that 10th house. It's going to be a very intense time. It'll be exalted there, but it will be very intense, because you're going to have laser focus on what's going on in that area of life, especially in regards to your public image and career. So just putting that out there. But otherwise than that, that's going to be your main challenge this month. Finances are going to be, as long as you're ascending higher into your career, and also make sure you're making the right connections with people, that's going to be very important. And then, of course, the sun will enter your 12th house too, so that's why I said it in the second half of the month. Make sure you're definitely taking your mental breaks and make sure you're getting your rest. But that's all I have for you, Aries. Just make sure you're making the right choices with your career, especially once your ruling planet Mars enters that house. It's on and popping. Laser focus. So just letting you know that. All right, that's all I have, and I hope you continue to check out my videos. Like, subscribe, comment, follow, please. I appreciate that, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.